Listen carefully because this is the part WWE does not want you to think about. For months, Bianca Belair vanished from WWE television, and instead of answers, fans were fed silence. No countdown, no update, no recovery timeline, just empty weeks and a women's division that suddenly felt smaller. And here's the part that should make you angry: when one of the biggest stars of an entire generation disappears, WWE doesn't just forget to explain it. Silence like this is intentional, it's strategic, and it's meant to control the conversation. But now, that silence has been shattered in the most unexpected way possible. Not Raw, not SmackDown, not a premium live event. Netflix. One teaser, one cryptic hashtag, one blink and you miss it moment that detonated wrestling social media overnight. Bianca Belair may be injured, but she is not gone. And what this appearance actually means could completely reshape the future of WWE's women's division. Before we go any further, answer this in the comments: when Bianca returns, should she go straight for the title, or should WWE slow burn her comeback? Simple question, but the answer says a lot about where you think this story is headed. Bianca Belair is not just another superstar. She is a cornerstone. From NXT dominance to main eventing WrestleMania, Bianca didn't just win championships, she carried divisions on her back. Athleticism, power, presence. When Bianca is on TV, everything feels more important. That's why her absence hasn't felt normal. WWE didn't just lose a competitor, they lost a pillar holding up the entire women's division. Her injury at WrestleMania 41 was supposed to be another defining moment, another stamp of dominance on the biggest stage. Instead, it slammed the brakes on everything. WWE stayed vague. Weeks passed, months passed, no vignettes, no updates. And in WWE language, silence is never accidental. When a company stops mentioning a star entirely, it means plans are being rewritten behind closed doors. Here's a quick one: do you think WWE handled Bianca's injury updates the right way, yes or no? Without Bianca, the division adapted, but it never fully replaced what she represents. Championships didn't feel as heavy, feuds didn't feel as personal. Fans weren't just waiting for Bianca to return, they were waiting for how she would return. Surprise? Reinvention? Total reset? WWE lives and dies by moments, and Bianca's comeback is guaranteed to be one of them. Then Netflix entered the picture. A teaser. A date: January 7, 2026. A hashtag what next? The imagery was quiet. A young girl on a bus. Movement. Transition. A journey. And then, suddenly, Bianca Belair appears alongside Liv Morgan. No ring. No promo, just presence. Netflix captioned it with 4 loaded words: your future is on its way. Let's be real, Netflix doesn't do accidents. Every second is deliberate. Bianca appearing here isn't random exposure, it's positioning. This is WWE signaling that Bianca Belair isn't just a wrestler anymore. She's a brand, a crossover star, someone bigger than weekly programming. And that imagery matters. A bus ride symbolizes movement, change, progress. Bianca doesn't represent the past. She represents what's coming next. Now think about Liv Morgan standing beside her. Liv's transformation has been chaos, unpredictability, reinvention. Bianca is power, dominance, excellence. Together, they represent the full spectrum of the modern women's division. Netflix didn't choose them by coincidence. They chose them because they define the future. Quick question: Bianca and Liv as allies or rivals, which would hit harder? So what does this actually mean? Is this teasing Bianca's WWE return or something parallel? The answer is probably both. WWE has mastered using outside platforms to plant seeds without overexposing talent. This keeps Bianca visible while protecting her recovery. It also allows her to return as something more than the injured star coming back. And that date matters. January 7, 2026 sits right in the heart of WrestleMania season buildup. That's when stories ignite. That's when returns shake the entire company. Even if Bianca doesn't appear immediately, the conversation has already restarted. And conversation is currency. Make no mistake, Bianca's return will instantly destabilize everything. Titles feel threatened. Alliances feel fragile. Rising stars feel tested. WWE thrives on hierarchy, and Bianca disrupts it simply by existing. The Netflix teaser reminded fans of her power without a single punch or promo. Social media exploded. Screenshots, theories, speculation. That hashtag became fuel. Champion hunter, leader, completely new persona. WWE doesn't need answers yet. The mystery is the point. Here's another one for you: should Bianca return as the same EST or debut a reinvented version of herself? Let's stay grounded. Bianca is still injured. WWE will not rush her back. Visibility does not equal clearance, but visibility is step 1. Bianca hasn't explained the teaser, and that silence is strategic. When she speaks, it will matter. This doesn't feel like a nostalgia return, it feels like evolution. WWE isn't positioning Bianca as popular, they're positioning her as inevitable. And that's the difference between stars and legends. This is modern storytelling done right. Minimal exposure, maximum impact, strategic timing, emotional anticipation. Bianca Belair's story isn't about injury, it's about resilience, reinvention, and relevance. She may be off WWE television, but she is still at the center of the conversation. And when Bianca Belair finally steps back into a WWE ring, it won't just be a return, it will be a reminder. This is Ring Rumble. Drop your answers in the comments, share this with someone who needs to see it, and stay ready, because the EST of WWE isn't done yet. And here's where things get even more unsettling for WWE's women's division, because Bianca Belair's return isn't just about her. It's about what breaks the moment she walks back through that curtain. Think about the current landscape. New champions have risen, new rivalries have taken root, new faces of the division have been crowned in Bianca's absence. But none of them have had to stand across the ring from the EST since WrestleMania. That matters, because Bianca doesn't just compete for titles, she exposes ceilings. The moment she returns, everyone else's momentum gets tested. Answer this honestly in the comments: which current women's champion benefits least from Bianca staying gone? This is why WWE is being patient. Rushing Bianca back would cheapen the impact, but reintroducing her across platforms? That builds inevitability. The Netflix teaser wasn't about hype, it was about warning. A warning to fans, a warning to the roster. Bianca Belair is still part of the long-term vision. And notice something else: Bianca didn't speak. She didn't cut a promo. She didn't explain anything. Because WWE doesn't want sympathy Bianca, they want myth Bianca. The kind of presence that doesn't need words. The kind of star whose shadow changes how stories are written. Let's talk psychology for a second. When a star disappears quietly, fans move on. When a star disappears loudly, fans get tired. But when a star disappears strategically and reappears unexpectedly, fans obsess. That's exactly what's happening here. WWE and Netflix just reminded everyone of Bianca without exhausting her return pop. Quick one: did this teaser make you more excited for Bianca's return or more frustrated that it hasn't happened yet? There's also something important about where this happened. Netflix isn't wrestling first, it's mainstream first. That means this teaser wasn't just for hardcore fans. It was for casual viewers, for future fans, for people who might not even watch WWE weekly but recognize Bianca as a larger-than-life figure. That's how you build longevity. This tells us Bianca's next run likely won't be small. Don't expect filler feuds. Don't expect background appearances. Expect centerpiece storytelling, the kind where everything else adjusts around her. Because WWE doesn't invest cross-platform visibility in someone they see as replaceable. And here's the part nobody's talking about enough: Bianca returning doesn't just affect the title scene, it affects locker room hierarchy. Younger stars measure themselves differently when Bianca's around. Veterans wrestle differently. The standard changes. That's why her absence created a vacuum, and why her return will feel like gravity snapping back into place. So ask yourself this: when Bianca returns, who actually steps up and who gets exposed? The Netflix teaser wasn't the climax. It was the spark. A reminder that Bianca Belair's story is still unfolding even when she's not in the ring. WWE isn't done telling it. Netflix just helped turn the page. And as WrestleMania season inches closer, every week without Bianca only makes her shadow larger. Every tease hits harder. Every silence grows louder. This isn't about if Bianca Belair returns. It's about how much changes when she does. So keep watching the details, the platforms, the language, the timing. Because WWE rarely shows you the full picture all at once. They let you feel it first. Final question, and this one matters: when Bianca finally returns, will it be the biggest moment of the year? This is Ring Rumble. Stay loud in the comments. Stay watching, because the EST isn't chasing the future anymore. She is the future.